Hi, everyone. Welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. Today's topic is Off Topic Tuesday. I would like to say that first. And I'm sure you have all heard about the Vivek Ramaswamy Don Lemon fiasco. And this video is not about that, but I plan to still post that link as well as the link that I'm about to talk about. So, another content creator had an issue with Vivek Ramaswamy discussing Black people without there being any Black people in the audience. And in a sense, I felt that that content creator was being disingenuous because if there had been Black people in the audience, he still would have dogged them out. He would have called them raccoons or Orioles or sellouts or house ninjas or whatever. So his issue wasn't so much that Vivek Ramaswamy was talking about Black people and where are the Black people. He just didn't want this man talking about Black people in general. And I get it. Now, I'm going to have to say what Vivek Ramaswamy said was not necessarily wrong. It's just that he is a man of a different race making this comment. And I'm going to have to say, I don't particularly care for other races discussing Black issues. But at the same time, I know that my community, we also don't like to talk about certain issues. Well, actually, in our community, a lot of Black people don't want conservative Black people talking about Black issues. They have no issues with the liberals and the Democrats talking about Black issues because there's no accountability there. It's not. With the conservative side, it's talking about accountability and stuff like that. But you notice I try to not talk about politics on my channel. And as I've mentioned before, that's why I'm doing this off topic Tuesday. So as you know, Vivek Ramaswamy and Don Lemon, they went back and forth. And Don Lemon did not like the fact that this man of another race was, it was like he was talking like he understood what it was like to be a Black man in America. Okay, so, but I'm not going to give an opinion on that one, because again, that's not what this um, video is about today. So I'm not sure when, but again, I'm going to post it. Vivek Ramaswamy was in New York, I believe, and he was doing a town hall. And from what I could tell from the audience, it was a predominantly white audience. And a white lady stood up, not sure what she said because you could barely hear what she said, um, but you could hear his response to her because he had the microphone in front of him. So not verbatim, but what he basically said was Lyndon Baines Johnson created the welfare state to help Black people, and essentially it ended up destroying the Black community, the Black nuclear family. And this is something that most of us know, that prior to 1970s, like between like the 1940s and the 1970s, 70% or so of Black children born and raised were in a two-parent marital home. Mommy and daddy was married. Today, it's like 30% of Black children are born into marital homes. And so, this content creator that I happened to stumble across who was talking about this, he viewed this as, he was like, why is this man talking about, Black issues in front of a maybe 98% white audience? And could he be correct there? Perhaps. But at the same time, it's not just us that sees what's going on in our communities. Other people are also looking on to what is going on in our communities, and they are going to talk about it, whether we like it or not. I personally don't care for other cultures, especially brown cultures, when I know how a lot of them are. severely white identified. I don't particularly care for them to discuss issues pertaining to us either. But at the same time, we don't like discussing a lot of issues pertaining to us. And as I mentioned earlier, Black people don't mind if liberals or Democrats or people who are going to sell us a victimology, they don't mind those people speaking on our behalf. But if you are a conservative, forget other culture conservatives, but if you're a Black conservative, Black people also don't want to hear anything about what you have to say. From what I can tell, what this Vivek Ramaswamy said, he was not wrong. And he was actually talking across the board. He's saying bring back the nuclear family across the board for everybody. He wasn't just necessarily singling Black people out, but unfortunately, we suffer more than any other race when it comes to the lack of the nuclear family. So it really should not matter who the messenger is. I'm not saying I'm for him or against him. This is just an interesting topic that I wanted to talk about. That's it. Um, then we do need to bring back the nuclear family. That would solve so many ills within our community in America, period. But again, when it comes to our community, if it's bad in other people's communities, it's like 10 times worse in ours across the board. I'm not saying every Black community, because you have middle class Black communities, you have wealthy Black communities, but your average Black communities is what we see on TV, is the ones that are suffering, as far as the single mother epidemic and stuff like that. So I just wanted to discuss that because I happen to see this on another content creator's page, and he saw it as Vivek Ramaswamy dissing Black people. But let me tell y'all something about dissing Black people, and I hate that, and I tried to look for it because I actually saw this maybe about 10 or so years ago. There was an Asian man on, I think it was TMC. I was watching, it was like during Asian Culture History Month or something like that. And it was on TMC, and they were showing like all Asian movies. And the host of the show, I want to say it was Bill, he's passed away now. I can't remember his name. Not Bill Riley. No, it wasn't Bill Riley. But whatever the case, this Asian man said that Asian people have not become a problem the way Black people have in America. And I expected that to just blow up and people would get a hold of that and protest or whatever. Not a peep was said. That's dissing Black people. And I was like, how dare that guy say something like that? And no one addressed it. But no one addressed it because I was probably the only Black person in all of America that saw it and caught it. Because like I said, it was TMC. I don't remember how I even came on that channel that day or whatever, but this man definitely said it. He was based in San Francisco or San Diego or something like that. I think it was San Francisco though. And I wish I had wrote down his name, the show I was watching, everything. But but there are some topics in our community that needs to be seriously discussed if we are to move forward. But until we give up that victim mindset, we're just going to continue to be stuck, because you can't be a victim and move forward. It doesn't work like that. But I thought that was an interesting topic today on my Off Topic Tuesday. And if you made it this far, I hope you like it. I hope you subscribe. I hope you check out my other videos first. Make sure you vibe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.